Error. Error. Okay. Do we have audio? Because I cannot hear it. All right. What about now? Hello. Hello. Okay, there we are. Hey, we are, dude. It was I was so confused right now, but we're live. What's up, guys? Hey, what's up, Marble Jesus? Mercury, welcome in. Panish, what's up, guys? Dre, Fallen, hi guys. Good evening. All right, sorry about that. We had a little interruption there. I didn't know what was going on, but we are good now. Good mornings, man. It's gonna take me a year to do Necropolis. Oh man, I hope not. All right, let's get let's talk about the situation. There you go, Pablos. No. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. There. All right, good boy. I just dropped something and he got all kinds of scaries. All right, good boy. I shouldn't have tried to move that right now, but what's up, Nick? Welcome into my little shibloony diblubies flumies. Dude, exactly. So I couldn't say why I wanted to save a mutant gem or a mutant why I wanted a mutant rank up gem. Or I collected a couple of mutant stuff. But now that the word is out and it is officially out, Deadpool X-Force, you know, I'm a big Deadpool fan. So Deadpool X-Force, which is not available as a 7-star. So we're going to take a look at the 6-star for now. This guy is getting buffed. Third change to him. Originally came out, second buff, and then now he's going to have a third change. I want to save for the 7-star because you know there's going to be a 7-star. So I kind of want to save for the 7-star. The chances of me getting the 7-star, I don't know. I don't know how they're going to introduce him. I'm assuming, I hope he goes to the Titan Crystal. It would suck because I have not saved anything for him. I don't know if that's kind of how they're going to add him. I don't know if they're going to just add him I know they're going to sell him. That's guaranteed. But other than selling, I don't know if there's going to be another way of earning this guy. I hope that there is. Usually what have they done with the buffs? Usually it's just selling, right? Max, if those are the 3 champions you said you wanted to rank 3, I'm disappointed in you. Well, except for Deadpool. No. So Deadpool was the only one. The other ones I don't really care about. Which are, I think they're going to be good changes, but Isop, Deadpool, and it was the infamous Iron Man, which we did already. So I think we're pretty much caught up. I'm gonna do at least one Karina challenge first day because I need the She-Hulk piece. So that makes make sure I get the Deathless Thanos in January. It's going to be like how we got the Diablos, so the crystals will be in the milestones. Okay, you know what else they might be doing? Not in December, at least. They might slowly get added in the Titan next year. Because remember, they changed the way the Titan is going to get champions. Also, they also are... What if they do like a unit thingy? Remember, like where you have to spend a certain amount of units or open a certain amount of crystals to be able to get him? Because that's, dude, I can't believe I forgot. But isn't that how they introduced the 7-star Deadpool? You had to buy certain things to be able to get the 7-star Deadpool, if I remember correctly. I'm surprised. I'm also really surprised they did not buff this guy. I'm sure they had to pick between one or the other, and they probably knew that a lot of us players already had the 7-star OG Deadpool, and they're like, okay, we buff it. Most of the players have it, and the ones that don't have it, maybe that's an unfair advantage for the people that have it. But I'm surprised I wish they would have done it on this guy, because then there's like people like me still need to get him awakened. If you sell both kidneys for the Banquet, not in December at least. They are going to they're gonna do the gotcha boxes thing as well, guaranteed getting them all, which still I'm not sure how it works. That's right, huh? That's right. That's how they introduced a lot of the new champions. Like they introduced a pool of 7-star. Remember, that's how we got Quicksilver too. You had to spend a certain amount of money to get Quicksilver. I'm wondering if that's how they're gonna do it. Did anyone understand the lockbox thing, where they just where you get a key to unlock a champion? So I saw bits. I was in and out of the stream, and it was a long one. I did want to rewatch the stream. Now we're not going to rewatch the stream right now, but I did want to rewatch the stream on my own time. I just didn't get I didn't get a second to do so. Crash stated it will be in a loot box type of crystal, so I don't see them going in a time crystal, since we still haven't seen Diablo in the basic etceteras. Almost 2-hour stream. Wait, Diablo's in the basic now, right? Let me check. I don't know. I wonder if we can see, a little picture. If he's in there. Oh, speaking of which, we can open a 7-star crystal. What? I feel like we've been opening a lot of these. No? Gotcha. I'm hoping we're able to get all the 7-stars. Me too. Because the one I really want it's that Weapon X Deadpool. I really want that one. Hey, what's up, B? But guys, check out, if you didn't know, check out the new Prestige, man. You know I'm a Prestige girl, right? So 29,448. Whew. Dude, that is... Look, I don't care how low or high my prestige is. All I care is that my prestige is higher than 29,400. That's all I care about. That's all I care about. And if that number decides to change to 29,401, I want to be at 29,402. You know? That's all that matters at the end of the day. And we can sleep very nicely like a baby. Let's talk about the Karinas that I wasn't able to understand. How many relics do you got? 6,200. I have 2. No, I'm sorry, 3. I have 3. I forgot that we loaded Iron Fist with the relics. Very nice. Yeah, my rank 3 sig 199 Wong is ready for Necropolis. Let me see if I can fast forward to the part they talk about Necropolis. Maybe we do watch that part. I think it was when Kabam John was on there, right? Okay, so this is Mike talking about the new latest champions. Actually, let's go see the Weapon X. Not the Weapon Freak. I keep calling the Weapon X the Deadpool X-Force. Wait a minute. Where is he? Can we find him? It's a sentry buff. And wait, is he not gonna talk? I kind of skipped over it. Why did my message get deleted? What message, Mercury? Doesn't show deleted. I think that's... Dude, sometimes YouTube does that, man. I saw that. I don't know if you want to retype it up or copy paste it. Or if it got deleted, you can't even see it. Okay. I found Deadpool stuff. Deadpool stuff. All right, we're gonna pause. Do a pause. All right, and here is the clip.
To fight as well, so he's going to be an incredible two-way champion in the game, and it's just an incredible buff.
You know, from the debris, another sentinel rises.
Exactly.
Yes, I love it. I love all of it, and it's particularly the mutant part.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, particularly the mutant part. It's just like he rams right on through. So yeah.
I don't know if can you guys see it, or can you see it and can you hear it?
Of this giant beast that's tons of mutants.
Yeah.
Nothing stops it, right?
Yeah.
And that's exactly what he does.
All I want to hear is halt mutant. Just, I'm sorry, I can't help it. You just have to do it. All right, so that is Sentinel. We do have 2 more to go, and I don't want to say the name, so fence it.
Deadpool's back, and more.
Bro. Turn it a little. Yeah, okay. A little bit higher. There we go. Heartsies.
Insufferable than ever. He can now build his slap charges by landing his first and third light attack. And if he's at max charges, the final hit of his special one triggers a super duper slap, inflicting.
Bro, look at the bleeds, man. One special one, he's got 35 bleeds. This is why I like this champion. This champion works really well with me. I like to run deep wounds. It's one of my masteries that I kind of like just enjoy running because of Venom. And now having Deadpool as one of my attackers, it's just going to be like a double benefit. Like that's kind of one of the biggest things that I was really enjoying this guy. So let me see. Max, did you see the Twitch chat being spammed, with cheeks and eggplants? No, I did not. Why were they doing that?
When he bleeds.
When, like, according to like something they had said or shown, or just random?
His duodenum bleeds have.
Oh yeah. By the way, I'm not. We're gonna have to find a new name for this. Bleeds duodenum. Hey, what's up, Maniac? Hellos. Oh, there were bot accounts. Oh, geez, they got raided by bots, by Sentinel bots.
Also received a.
All right, so let me see here. So the bleed debuff, the blah 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 bum poke. All attacks inflict bleed debuffs, dealing 2,000. 520 direct damage over 4 seconds. Cooldown is 4 seconds. We'll see how that feels, because if the cooldown feels like it's a little bit too long. Dual pronounced dual. Damn, bro. Oh man, I'm surprised I can say my name.
Bit of an upgrade. Opponents that purify, cleanse.
So he is gonna be like, for skill, dual like twice, dual denim, like denim almost. Dual denims. Bruh. Jeez. This is a hard one.
Or use a life model decoy to.
By the way, that's pretty cool. Look at what he does to Nick Fury.
Remove these bleeds are now inflicted with a Spleed debuff. Spleed debuff. These are basically the same, except their passive deals 70% more damage and have a dumber name. He also inflicts a Daunted passive on his special too, and each time he would bleed the opponent, they suffer from an instant Spleed debuff.
Spleed debuff. Okay, hey, I said it. Spleed debuff, but that's not the one we're trying to say.
You line up your Daunted with that juiced up super duper slap on your special one, you'll be in prime position to deal death by 1,000.
Bro, 260 red.
Pokes. Deadpool's ready to slap around the whole contest. Have you updated yet?
Notice how he slapped around Wolverine a couple of times?
Well, you should. Deadpool X-Force's buff is waiting for you in the
Bro, okay, so like, okay, that little bit right there. Oh, I rewind too much. Okay, I think it's right there.
X-Force's buff
So he goes a Korg.
is
It was like 40 something percent. And if I'm not mistaken, like when Mike does the test of the Deadpool or whatever champions he's testing, and the defenders, they're ranked 3 with health pools to like mimic what like Battlegrounds health pools are. And so he's got the ability to like test these champions against those champions, you know? So when he goes in with like Deadpool X-Force and he goes up against a Korg, this Korg is like a rank 3, Sig 200. Health pool is pretty much a mirror of what a Battlegrounds Korg 3 rank 3 is gonna be like. So he's able to take a Korg, which we just ranked up to rank 3, like dead and like with a special one.
waiting for you in the December
Bruh.
update.
From like 40 something percent health down to 0.
Deadpool X-Force.
I am liking that. I am liking that quite a
The
bit.
ridiculous names are just like totally up Deadpool's alley too.
Yeah. No, they got that totally right.
Yeah.
It's very Deadpool.
I'm ready for Sentry. His mediums might not.
I mean, like,
might be non-contact.
Bleed debuffs is
Oh,
like, what is
Spleed
like what?
is my favorite effect in the game.
Spleed the
So
boofus.
listen, Deadpool.
Wait, was it at the time when you were recording?
Spleed the
Well,
boofs.
I'm really good at saying it now, all right? Try saying Spleed to boost like 5 times
Andrew,
fast,
what's
I
up,
promise
man?
you the mess up at least once. All right, so, Deadpool X-Force is the second time he's
I
used
joined
the
yesterday's
first
spam
time,
stream after
players
Jax.
didn't like him,
See, after
right?
Dork
No one really used him too much.
took
This time,
over.
I can guarantee
This
you
is
that's
well
what
my
happened.
first stream with them. Seriously, they're so loud and I ended up getting a headache.
Personally,
There was like a boy band. Yeah, there's a well. You gotta understand the history between these two. Mike and Dave, they have a lot of history.
let's talk about the Spleed debuffs.
They come. You know what I like about them though, Indrin? I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I'm not. I don't want to convince you and change your mind. But this is what I like about these two. I like it because they're like you and I. They come from this side of the game. You know, like they basically are still players, but initially they were players. They were not like, their job was not to be a game developer or like a marketing guy or like a salesperson in front of a camera to like try to convince you to like enjoy the game and play the game. I get it. Charisma on Jax. Yes, he had it. 100%. He's definitely, and that's kind of what his role was. And his like, and I think that's, you know, that's kind of what he was meant to be like in the game. He meant to bring in like some kind of like calm to the storm, you know, from all the players. But I can see what you're saying, like all that right now, all that right there. Like that, like I get it. Like you're like, why? I don't get it. Like, and it's because we're watching 2-3 people that have so much history that are just kind of like having fun, you know. But besides that, I know there's a couple of cringe moments. But besides that, I like them because, like I said, they come from our side. They've converted, but they still have and know, and they're like the players. It's like me or you, let's say, decide that you enjoy this game so much you want to work for the company eventually, or somehow something happens that you're eventually working for them. Like, I think it's pretty good. Right timing, that cringe part right there.
I can do a little reference. It keeps me going, you know?
I will mention that the bleeds are.
There is a lot of bro moments though, like bromance moments. And that comes because of the history that they have. Now, let's say they didn't have that history. Let's say we didn't know Mike. You know, we didn't know Karate Mike. And Mike was just a hired assassin. A hired, like, person and, like, random. And he's supposed to, like, he's like a tester of video games. And he tests champions and stuff like that. And he's in there. We'll be like, I don't know. Max, I see you in the trailers. Oh, yeah. I know, we made it. I'm famous. Mom. I called my mom today. I said, moms, check the YouTubes, please. I send you links. Please click.
Sword and knife.
She's like, I don't know how this phone works.
They are sword and knife.
Yeah, they're very sword and knife. And right here we have another champion with this redundancy.
So one of the things I, por favors. You have two moms? I have a mom and a mamacita. I guess that's two moms. But remember I mentioned like I wanted to like clip a couple of the dad jokes, kind of like, but there was way too much. I was like, nope, I'm not doing that. That's way too much work to try to like on the if it was a shorter stream, like a 40-minute stream, I would do it. But this one,
I'm really starting to like because
there's a lot of puns, a lot of like little jokes that Dave. We can make a video of the video of him telling jokes.
if they shrug it, if they're immune to it, he's just like, wow, I got the split boost. And
Yeah, and
Who's immune to
The
that?
banter.
It's very mutant focused, you know, because it's the top, you know, skill defenders. Korg is immune to bleed. Atuma reduces the bleed potency, right? Killmonger is going to punish you if you put a lot of debuffs on. So he kind of turned this stuff into passives and made it so, as of right now, nobody's immune to bleed debuffs.
Spleed to boost. So I wonder, like, if eventually, like, so here's the thing. I think eventually he's gonna be. I hope he becomes such a champion that everybody kind of like. You're like, dude, it's kind of like, kind of like a juggernaut. You gotta have your jugs in the deck, and you know, rank 3, rank 2. Sometimes the debate can be like, hey, does the jugs really need to be rank 3? Well, no, but you can tell the difference. The little slight difference is very enjoyable, and maybe he doesn't need to, right? But I hope that he's like the jugs of 2025, you know?
That's right.
Right?
Yeah, particularly.
And eventually they kind of want to be like, how do we find champions? How do we find defenders that are it's easy to counter him because I think they can just make a champion that's immune to it.
Not Atuma.
Tuma. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
See, that's another one right there. If we were counting them, that would be like number 54.
Couldn't help it. Where are we taking Deadpool?
Deadpool is going to be a monster in Battlegrounds. I think he's going to be great in Alliance War. You know, he doesn't have like too much like specialized utility outside of like the monster damage and the fact that no one is immune to his stuff. You know, but wherever he's not able to be stopped, he's going to plow right through.
That's right. Nice. That is right. Yeah, I had a bit of fun doing that. I mean, you know, I take him through the usual rounds, and I'm just like, yeah, this is gross.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's great, but it's also
the
gross.
damage went from 0 to 60. Like the damage was seriously, it is so improved. And he's so easy to use. Also, I didn't even mention, by the way, the slap mechanic is still there, but it has been significantly improved as well because now he gains slap charges on 2 of his light attacks as well. So you don't have to jog forward. You still can, but that was something that kind of like, you know, held him back a bit in the past. As fun as it is, you can't always just idly walk towards the opponent.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah,
So now
yeah.
you just do your light attacks, you do your 5-hit combos, up to your special 2, into your special 1, and you have a good time.
Never have high hopes for a champ. I know. I get let down. I get let down sometimes quite a lot. Josephine looks like a typical Mystic champion, but she is free, and I'll take it. Give it to me.
It's fine for those flips.
I am having a good time because it's
check
our
this out.
10-year anniversary, and for those of you that are brand new watching, we are talking about our updated champions, the Glorious Guardians. We're about to talk about the last one of the 6, but before we do that,
Check this out. We just got this today. 7-star Mystic Awakening gems. And I think they do talk about it, right? Let me see. Does he talk about... Okay, he talks about Sentry here. But they talk about her at the beginning, right? Yeah. Okay. So let's go to the beginning real quick. Yo, what's up, Hinach?
Above 2 bars of power.
All right, let's increase the volume a little bit more. So,
Then,
Isophine,
to inflict 2 energy vulnerability.
check it out. She's awakened. Okay,
Depending on the fight,
a lot of the testing, she's awakened.
if that health pool is chunky. Remember, you'll know.
And then her thing is just like special one, special one, special one. And the awesome thing about her is that you can tap. So we haven't had a chance to test it in the CCP. We don't have the champions yet, but like I think that's what he's doing. Like the green, the yellow, and the little boxes. So as long as you tap the green one, which I want to know how that's gonna feel. Like if that's if that needs to be like a certain like is it gonna be like the relic, or like I accidentally touch the relic all the time where I'm swiping? Like I wonder if that's what's gonna happen.
2 buffs on the
And I also wonder how the relic,
final hit of that special
because he doesn't have a relic on it.
one. So, use that Mystic Dispersion to your advantage and launch those specials back to back. Once
Needs to be awakened. Yeah. Yep.
you're ramped, build to your special 2 and launch to punish your opponent with massive furies and big.
So one thing about this Maestro, right? This is a rank 3 as well. And he's at 36 hits. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 combos. 5. Let's say he finishes everything 5-hit combos, so about 7. And wait, am I doing that right? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 35. And then he launches special 1.
That special one.
Let me see, where does he?
So, use that Mystic
7,
Dispersion
8.
to your advantage and launch those specials back to back. Once you're ramped, build to your special 2 and launch to punish your opponent with
9, 10.
massive
So like 10.
furies and big yellow numbers.
Yeah, so I mean it's quite a few hits.
Now, if you're up against an opponent with a lot of buffs, you'll have no issue ramping your ego passives, stacking those energy vulnerabilities, and devastating the opponent with an onslaught.
Big difference between a buff heavy champion, non-buff heavy champion. 34 hits to take this guy down.
And hey, keep in mind, with her Sig ability, no cosmic opponent will be able to escape their fate.
So that's the important part right there, is the awakened ability, right? Yo, Max brother, what's up, dude? What's up, Black Mama? I'm glad they added the 60 frames refresh as the gaming looks feels much better. Yeah, I know the look, the feel. They're changing the background, right? That was part of like this little boxes. I was curious to see what the changes were gonna be, and I'm glad that that was one of them. I'm super happy with that. Sorry if you answered this already. What's up, Jimmy? Watching on delay because my phone's range. Will Deadpool X-Force be good against Serpent? Since Serpent makes the bleed fall off quickly. If you're catching this up, he's gonna be good because it's not really bleeds, it's passives, right? But you're still gonna deal with I don't know, man. I think he's gonna be like not the ideal, like he's not an ideal counter for the Serpent, but I feel like he's gonna be able to do the fight. And like that's kind of like also the testing I want to do. To be able to like test them out on champions that are like known to be like really good defenders, right? And the Serpent is one of them. Carissa's, hello, 125 nullify spiral. Who, dude, better than her, 100%. At least for the Serpent.
10%, they're inflicted with a 125% marked passive. So, don't be too
Hello,
scared of
Carissa's.
death immunity or immortality.
Check that out. 89,000 crit. 43 hits against this rank 3 Serpent.
Sophie!
How about those big yellow numbers, though? Right? Now that's it.
I so like the big yellow numbers.
So, Isophine.
Engine's like, ah. Engine. Engine's probably pulling his hairs right now. I'm telling you, man, it's funny. but I can
year
see.
anniversary stream, and we're still coming up with new mechanics. You can do some pretty incredible things, right? She has that energy vulnerability on her special 1. She gains the ego passes when she crosses a bar of power. She has that exceptional nullify on her light attacks, and the big yellow numbers from the Furies on her special 2.
Yeah, I did not hear you mention the ridiculous amount of power gain you get from this champion.
Now here's something really cool about Isop. Even if you don't have it equipped, you get rank 3 of the Mystic Dispersion Mastery.
Which is crazy. So that's actually pretty cool. So having 3 levels, rank 3 levels of on headphones, just imagine. Oh yeah, I know. Would the red numbers kill him, or will the death immunity still trigger versus Deadpool? I think I'm assuming it would still trigger. They're missing a miso. I feel like it still triggers. It should, and so you're still gonna have to deal with that. But I feel like you should be able to kill him quick, and if you just play around his immortality. All you got to do is just a couple of combos, hopefully launch his specials, and then that should be, and then save your relic pretty much, right?
Now, if you have 4 or 5, of course you get the extra benefits, which I obviously recommend you run. So many incredible Mystic champions benefit very highly from it, but if you want your points in Deep Wounds or Collar Tech, like I'm a big fan of Collar Tech, right? You get 3 pretty much for free. So if you have her in your Battlegrounds deck without Mystic Dispersion, you get all that power gain. So you get to launch the specials back to back to back.
So all this power, where would you want to use Isop in the game?
Well, that's the thing, all right? So as a Mystic champion, she is absolutely exceptional.
You know what I've noticed though? You know how yesterday I wasn't sure about this guy? Because we've seen him before. He's from Marvel. But you know what I did notice inside the live stream? He was very engageable. Very easy to keep the dynamics going. So I see, this is one of the things I kind of notice a lot. The body language, the way kind of they interact, the nodding of the head, the smiling, that's actually really good. Those little it keeps the momentum going in a conversation and just how they're interacting. So I was like, damn. I was like, okay, he's really good. And I would see, let's say he did play the game. He talked about it in the beginning, right? Let's say he doesn't play the game anymore right now, because there's a lot going on for him. So let's say he does touch up on the game. It's like, hey, let me play the game. Probably started playing the game maybe a year ago or so, or less, as the 10-year anniversary was coming. But yeah, he knows his things and twos about the game.
Lots of buffs, right? Because yes, she gains the power whenever she would nullify a buff, but you gain a lot more when you get to benefit from MD, okay? So, in those shorter fights and Battlegrounds, right, against a Serpent, for example, or Gore, or the Champion, or other Cosmic Defenders, she's going to be absolutely exceptional for. But here's the thing. She's not only good against those Cosmic Champions, she's pretty much good against all the champions, as long as her passive power is not crippled.
Yes.
I also noticed Isop wasn't taking direct damage from the Duke Maestro after 40 charges, maybe because of the regen. Mike said something about you lose 10% life. Yeah, so the regen, did he mention it? Because today I actually took a moment to read up on her. And now this is why I don't like to read up on champions before they actually get released to everybody, because I feel like I might slip and say something I'm not supposed to say. But yeah, the regen is nice.
And it's there's a redundancy built in as well. It's if they
wait for Mike to talk about it.
Don't have buffs for you to gain the benefit off of the Mystic Dispersion, she still gains it anyway.
Yes, she does.
She just gains it anyway. And we got to answer your question from earlier, which was
the fractured power.
That's
That's so cool. You said 10 years, right? Yes. You're finding new ways to adapt and create these champions in such a cool way. Now you can literally just spam SP1.
Yes.
Just so many different combos and things you can do.
And that's the thing, you said spam special 1, right? Yeah. One thing with older Mystic champions, it's we're running 5/5 MD. It's I get shot to special 3. I can't use my specials. I can't use my special 2. I lose out on my damage. Not with Isop.
Not anymore.
And that's what I love about the fractured power bar. It's so unique.
Yeah.
It's so great. It's a great new way to play.
I do want to get my hands. I'm glad that this is one of the free champions because we're all gonna be able to play it and figure that out. I wonder how that also is gonna get introduced to like future champions, right? Like, are we gonna be able to like? Yeah, I mean, we catch on really easily, like with the relic situation. I thought that was gonna be like an awful thing to like figure out, and now like even though I slightly tap the relics sometimes when I'm swiping, it doesn't happen like every single time I'm playing. It just happens when I'm like super focused and I'm not really paying attention to my swipes. And it really happens a lot while I'm live streaming too. But
I feel like,
but I'm like, I can't wait to play around that feature as well. If I'm not wrong, ISO needs duped to cancel the death immunity. Yes, Maniac. I think that's kind of what they're hinting to there. I think they mentioned it, right?
how do we get Isop?
I'm curious too.
Yeah.
We don't know. Oh, we're putting this on me. Okay.
I just said so many words.
The glorious 10 by 10. This is number 10 of the 10 by 10.
So we get Isop for free.
Yes.
For free?
Get out of town.
That's nuts.
You know what else? You know what I just thought about? It's 10 years. She's number 10 champ, and you can literally do like 10 SP1s.
Absolutely.
Like very, very fast.
Absolutely you can. Yeah.
Very, very
For
fast.
free is nuts.
Yeah, it's absolutely nuts.
That's crazy.
I don't think we've ever done this before, where we created a brand new champ and just been like, here you go,
Take it.
there you go.
Okay, so
Highest rarity.
At the highest rarity.
And that's the thing. Of course, with lower rarities, we definitely have. But at the highest rarity,
rarity.
it's pretty
No,
expensive.
People are trying to like,
It's
for
very
free?
For free. Nice.
Yeah. That wasn't planned.
Who
by the
needs a
way.
laugh track? Nobody needs a laugh
Well, we
track.
can't have one.
All right, so we know champ. We know what she can do. We know you can just spam those SP1s like crazy.
can.
I do love the wither though.
The wither is great.
I do love the wither. That was like the easy thing to get. The
Yeah,
wither.
but also another thing is we do have to talk about her signature ability with
oh, here it is.
the marked passive, right?
Oh, yes.
So there is this cosmic champion that we talk about every now and then. His name is the Serpent. He's a
Yeah, what's up, saying good morning from Turkey. 9:30 in the mornings. Oh my gosh, I know, Adrian. I keep thinking about you now every time it happens. For free.
He's hard to kill literally because he gets death immunity.
Also a little bit.
Right, and with 125% potency. But the marked passive, very similar to like Danny Moonstar, she has that marked passive. Isophine's is 125% specifically against cosmic champions, which is, the last time I checked my math, just right for counter serpent.
Love it. Counter that
Nice.
serpent.
Yeah.
Nice. Whenever it goes, for those of you that are new watching, or for you that, like whenever you hit like 125% or 150%, if they're lowering your accuracy or lowering your chance to do that thing, that kind of gives you that extra buffer so that you stay at
You still at 100.
Yes.
Yeah. That's awesome.
All right. So, do we have anything else on Isophine?
Well, we don't want to give everything away.
Yeah, I don't want to
Listen,
either.
everyone's getting their hands on Isophine very, very soon, so I want you guys to get in.
Okay, so he does talk
there
about
and
her
talk-
needing her awakening ability, which is great because we got the Mystic Awakening gem, and it's just perfect for
Figure out
her.
yourself.
So she's gonna be able to like be the ultimate counter for the Serpent, right? I'm vibing. I'm wondering, does she really need to be rank 3? So that's kind of one of the biggest tests I want to do. Like, can I do pretty much everything on the rank 2? And I'm wondering like how her damage is gonna feel, because also like yeah, he talked about like big yellow numbers, which I think you're gonna want to spam. How many SP1s? She seems really easy, like just SP1, 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 SP2, and the fight should be over, right? But how many of those SP1s do you need to do? I'm guessing like 3 or 4 or something like that. So nothing about the regen. Yeah, the regen. So they didn't talk about the regen. I guess not. I know about the regen too. Let me look at the beginning. I think they start talking here.
Bet you can't guess who it is.
No, I have no idea.
I have no clue. It's not like we posted a pretty insane clip on Twitter.
No, not at all. Roll it.
Let's take it.
To begin, strike the opponent and focus on your lights to trigger your nullify or instant power gain.
Let me see. I saw a little regen right there.
To begin, strike the opponent.
So she's at 100% health.
And focus on your lights to trigger your nullify or instant power gain. Build to above 2 bars of power.
Okay. He's taking block hits, 97%.
Then, launch your special 1 to inflict 2 energy vulnerability.
Boom. Regen. But is she just regen plus 8?
Depending on the fight before you might want to stack a few more.
There you go, plus 20. Plus 20 on that one. That's not a lot, right?
Is chunky. Remember, you'll nullify 2 buffs on the final hit of that special 1. So, use that Mystic Dispersion to your advantage.
Boom. Another regen.
And launch those specials
So,
back to back. Once you're ramped, build to your special 2 and launch
another regen.
to punish your opponent with massive furies and big yellow nuts.
That was 112k crit there, right there. SP1 triggers regen, it seems. I think she regens based on her missing health. It might be, right? You know what, guys? Give me 1 second. Give me one second. 1 second, 1 second. I'll be right back. All right. I'm back. Okay. Here we goes. Let me see. DL did the deep dive with context, so I can watch that later and it'll explain it all. He did. He released that already. He did. Let me see. Oh, I can't check it out right now.
If you're up against an opponent with a lot of buffs, you'll have no issue ramping your ego passives, stacking those energy vulnerabilities, and devastating the opponent.
The stream is lagging? Oh no. Wait, are we backs? I watched it too. Okay. So then, let me see. He's not held by
an onslaught of brutal special attacks.
Oh, let me turn off this.
And hey, keep in mind, with her SIG ability, no
There we go.
cosmic opponent will be able to escape their fate. When falling below 10%, they're inflicted with a 125% marked passive. So, Don't be too scared of a little death immunity or immortality.
Yeah, that's nice. There's a link. Okay, I'll check it out. Should we watch it here? Just straight for that part. I wanted to find the part where he talks about Necropolis, and that I see the thing about that part. I don't know where that was. So details are out.
All right, so it's time to bring in our next glorious guest in the house. Please welcome back the one, the only Kabam Crash.
Hey everyone. Thanks guys. I'm very happy to be back. I think this is the longest it's been since I've been on a live stream since we started doing live streams, but couldn't miss this one obviously.
No, please don't miss this one.
Despite
Does he talk about it here? Let me see if he shows some images. I guess that's one of the part. This is part of the stream that I actually missed.
Thanks to that Realm event, and thanks to how juicy the rest of it is.
Love that.
Yeah. So after the event last year, I actually posted some of it on our forums, talking about how the 2023 Banquet event was broadly very successful, but how we identified some opportunities for improvement in the future. And so I thought this would be.
Wasn't the 2023 Banquet event held back? If I remember correctly, they purposely held the Banquet event back because they didn't want people to be like, hey, I just can buy myself a champion or buy myself the rank. Which means 2024 should be different. I think he's talking about that, right?
A good chance to actually go through a few of those and talk to summoners about specific design changes we have made to address those.
All right, Grand Banquet. Players open crystals for progress in milestones events and rank rewards bonus in Summoners Market web stores. For the first time ever, a Realm event tied to the Banquet. Wow. They changed the crystal for variants.
Concerns that they had last year.
I completely missed this part.
Let's do it.
I believe that's on the next slide here. So the first one was that the Gifted Guardian, this was the exclusive pool last year, right? The value of that was too low, or at least players, some late game players especially, valued it lower than we did.
It was held back because they wanted us to focus on Necropolis. Yeah, and I think they wanted us, like, you had a choice, right? Spend your units on Necropolis completed, or spend your units on like the Banquet event or something like that. I think, if I remember correctly, right? Because I think that's how, man. I can't believe this is just months ago and I forgot. But okay, so learning Gifted Guardian value was too low. Design change. Glorious Guardians are new reworks. Takes up less reward budget. Box gotcha to guarantee what you want. So we are going to be getting like the weapon, like the Deadpool X-Force by completing or in the grand in the grander. Wait, hold on. Let's keep reading. Banquet 2023 competed with Necropolis. That was the point, wasn't that? I think wasn't that the point? They even said it, like, we want you to do Necropolis, but I think monies wise, it didn't make sense. It actually hurted them probably. Banquet design alongside anniversary Krinos challenges. Okay, I wonder how they're gonna play that out. All progression got the same rewards. New superior Banquet crystal for top progression levels. PRGs, milestones axis is unchanged. Banquet crystal had too much fillers. Yes, dude, the crystal was so annoying. Thank you for that. This year's crystal is 50% filler, down from 83% in 2023. Why don't we just go all in? Why do we just make it 23%? Let's make it 23% filler. What happened to Ja? What's a Viper? I know, I saw that. I did that on
We made some changes this year.
purposes.
Number one, as we've talked about, those Glorious Guardians are all brand new reworks.
Yes.
We've never done that before. Some of them, I mean,
I'm gonna see if he talks about that. Like, how are we gonna be able to get them?
I think some of them are instant meta tier, without question.
Instant.
Yeah, without question. I'm saving some rank up resources.
Oh, so am I.
For that.
I'm in overflow like crazy right now.
Absolutely. So that's number one. Number two, they take up less of what we call the reward budget. So that means there's more other stuff in the event: signature stones, rank up materials, all sorts of other.
6 stones Excuse me? More 6 stones?
Stuff, right. Number 3, and the thing that I personally am most excited for in this is that we are using our box gotcha feature for the first time ever.
Box gotcha?
Yeah, what's that?
For those of you who don't know what box gotcha is, basically what it means is instead of a crystal, it's a box. Picture
Okay. Let's listen.
these 6 champions in a box.
Wait, hold on. Maybe my face is in the way.
If you get a key to that box, you draw one out. It does not get replaced until the box is empty. So basically what it means is that as you're earning or purchasing these Banquet keys, you're going to be pulling from this box, and you are guaranteed a copy of all 6 of those champions before you dupe any of them.
That's awesome.
Then the box gets refilled, and it happens again. So you're guaranteed a first dupe of all those champions before you dupe one of them more than once. You know, it could be like our live ops lead.
I gotcha. Okay, so what they're saying... Okay, I might misunderstood this, but just by hearing this for the first time is that they switched the way we're going to get champions. So we're going to basically like not necessarily be able to get the same champion over and over and over and then miss out. Like for example, let's say I didn't want Sentry at all. But I keep getting Sentry and I'm like, dude, the biggest thing that I wanted the most was Deadpool. And I can't seem to get Deadpool, but yet my like buddy across town is getting Deadpool left and right, and I'm sitting here with like a Sentry Sig 40, you know. So okay, that's interesting. So they're giving us all the champions, and then it sounded to me like once you collect all the champions, you can get them, and then you go back at like refilling the box. So. Fudge, man, I can just imagine the price tag on the box. I like if you think about it, right now, how much does it cost to get the Weapon X? Okay, so on the way to Weapon X, you get what's that dude's name? Damn, I forgot his name already. What is skill? Craven, right? Craven. So on the way to Weapon X, you get Craven. And then you get Weapon X, right? And that's kind of like the Banquet, this July 4th, this like cyber deals, kind of like, you know, Black Friday deals, and the store. That's how it's set up. But it's 2 champions for $800. So it sounds to me they're gonna give us like 6 stones, awakening gems, and all kinds of little resources as well. But dude, there's more than 2 champions inside this event. I wonder if it's gonna be like $1,500 or something crazy to like fill this up. We should start saving our units.
Last year, who ended up with the Sig 100 Diablo.
So you basically get what you want based on process elimination.
If you earn or purchase enough of these keys, you will be guaranteed all of those champions.
That's great. That's huge. That's huge.
So if I had a bag, and the bag had 5 tomatoes and 1 apple, and I reached in the bag.
We're talking about boxes here.
And I didn't get the apple, right?
Yeah.
If I kept trying, I would eventually get that apple. You're not throwing more tomatoes back in there.
Every draw, the odds would go up, and eventually you would be guaranteed it because it would be the only thing
It's a
remaining.
weird way to put it, but it's not the worst way to put it.
Because the prize was sweet and the others were just kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
But they're all apples. Maybe I just wanted to be very specific.
Yeah.
I would have stopped there.
There's so many kinds of apples.
That's what I was going for.
Yeah.
Great. Yep. Okay, perfect.
All right. So
I want to see the
on.
next slide.
The second thing. Oh, sorry.
There we go.
I'm sorry.
We're not done this.
Oh no, that's what I want to see.
Moving on to the next one.
Okay.
So the second one was that last year we made it very clear to everyone that we wanted the focus of November, December to be the Necropolis. It was our big piece of Everest content. We wanted to get as many summoners.
That's what I
as
thought
we
I
possibly
remember.
could. And it worked. We had far more summoners in the Necropolis than we ever thought was possible. Like, basically every late game player did the Necropolis over the holiday season last year, so that was great, but it did mean that Banquet 2023 was sort of in the shadow of the Necropolis, right? This year, we have some challenges that I'm going to talk about next year, but those were not designed alongside Banquet. They're synergistic, and so we think Banquet event will land in its full splendor as it deserves, as sort of the centerpiece of our December content. The third point was that historically, from the gifting event all the way through to the current Banquet event, everybody who competed in the event got exactly the same thing, right? Everything was the same, regardless of your progression. The truth is, at this point, the end game has moved so far away from the early game that it's basically impossible to build an event that works for everyone.
Yeah.
And so we think we've hit a good balance with it this year. What we've done is we've taken all of the events, the solo event, the alliance event, the realm event, those are all still exactly the same for everyone. Okay, but we have decided to create a new superior Banquet Crystal that's only available for Thronebreaker and above players. Okay. And I want to make it clear, if you are an uncollected or Cavalier player, this event is still going to be crazy for you, right? Like we're going to have probably thousands of uncollected players with a 7-star.
Okay, I remember this. I remember, so what he's referring to, I remember this. Like, you basically got a crystal, and it didn't matter if you just started playing, you would basically get the same rewards, which it actually helped a ton the newer, smaller accounts that wanted to spend some money, right? But like, really, if you just downloaded the game, are you gonna really just throw thousands of dollars? You're not bought into the game to throw that kind of money. What if you don't end up liking the game? You know, so okay, so they're separating it now. So like, if you're just started playing and you haven't progressed, you're not gonna be getting the same rewards as somebody that's been playing for like the last 10 years and is at the like latest portion of the game. So, okay, I understand that.
Really good stuff in there, but creating that separate crystal for Thronebreaker and above has also allowed us to fix the fourth point here, and that was that last year the Banquet Crystal had too much filler in it for late game players.
Yes,
like, you experienced that.
So I can see why they put the filler, because they were trying to like basically cater to everybody in the game. So like they made a crystal that's universal, and it really like didn't make it enticing for like end game players to buy it as much, even though they bought it a lot. You know, so like I wonder.
Yeah. Lots of our community.
But yeah, the feedback was that it didn't feel worth it.
The loot table, it was about 83% filler based on my account. That's a lot, right? The new crystal, the superior crystal, I consider it to be roughly 50% filler, and I'm counting like tier 6 basic, tier 3 offense
Which
filler
really
in there,
is
which for a lot, certainly a lot of Thronebreaker Paragon
Yeah.
players is not
That's
filler.
not
right?
filler.
For me, it's about 50%.
Yeah.
That superior Banquet Crystal has no 6-star stuff in it. There's no 6-star shards, there's no 6-star safe stones, none of that. So everything in there, even as a valid player, you're going to be able to use, and I think 50% of it is going to be pretty good.
So that sounds incredible. For such an amazing crystal, it has to cost more.
It is the exact same price.
Get out of town!
And the greater Banquet Crystal is actually going to be a little bit cheaper this year for the lower progressions as well.
Wow, and it's the same as last year?
It's basically the same crystals last year, but it's cheaper.
Wow.
Yeah. So we flashed up the I just had that one shot of the box.
All right, that was interesting. Hello everyone, what's up? What up, Luis?
Oh yeah, let's get the box back in there.
So this.
All right, so this is the box they talked about, right? So the more keys you collect, the more. So I wonder if he's going to talk about it right now. So I wonder if, like, let's say you've gathered 3 keys and you want to unlock the box. Does that mean you can only get 3 champions out of it? And then if it resets, like, and then you start reworking your way to getting the keys again, do you? Let's say if I just cared for Deadpool and Sentry. Let's say those are the 2 that I care for, and I got those 2 keys first. I wonder if like that's how it works. Like, okay, I got these 2 keys. Those are the 2 champions I care for. Boom. Let me unlock it. Right. Hey, what's up, Haig? I wonder if he's gonna cover that right now.
This is what it looks like. You're gonna earn these Banquet keys, buy these Banquet keys. You're gonna draw these amazing Glorious Guardians from this box. And then once it's empty, it will be refilled, and you can do it over.
Look at all those apples. And that
Which one would you want first? That's the real question.
I will say this. I think I owe you an apology.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was a little judgmental at the reveal of this being the Banquet box. And, you know, after talking about the fruits and the vegetables and everything, the question that I have to ask very Reddit style is like, am I the apple?
Oh!
Am I the apple? I just wanted to...
You're always my orange.
Oh,
So that'll
thank
be
you
your
very
first
much.
growth opportunity, Dave. Wow.
I learn every now and then.
That's if you pull those 2 champions. You won't know which champions you'll get. You just won't get a dupe until you get all 6. So like ideally, like it's probably best to like wait till you get all 6 because you know you're guaranteed to get all 6, right? Instead of like missing the one that I want. Okay. See, you have to get all 6 before champions to get put back in. So can't awaken until you get all 6. So you have to get all 6 before the refill. Interesting. Yeah, what's up, 30?
This looks absolutely fantastic. I
feel like it's gonna be expensive, man. So they're gonna require like those special crystals. Let's just call it the Banquet crystals because I forgot what the name was. And I bet you that's gonna work as a tier system for you to get these keys. So let's say you've opened, I don't know, like 60 of the crystals. I'm guessing that's gonna give you the first key, or maybe like 10 of the crystals gets you the first key, and then it's 30, and then it's 60, and then it's 90, and like so on and so on. I wonder if that's how they're gonna play it. Which, keeping in mind, there's still 300 units. It's gonna be freaking expensive.
Yeah, going on. Yeah, very much so. Yeah, whatever that is.
I'm trying to ignore it.
Yeah.
All right, let me see if I can skip.
Oh, great.
How did they get a picture of me?
Yeah. No. Okay, so I heard rank 4. That's what I heard. That's like my takeaway.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's just
He didn't even say rank 4.
like gross. So
That's so funny.
okay, that's it. All right, that's all. Just wanted to throw that out there. Okay, so I have a question.
Okay.
The Banquet is coming out next month.
Yeah.
Right. Currently, we have the Craven's Market happening right now.
Yeah.
Right. So I've seen like a lot of people asking, like, should they take advantage of the Hunter's Market? Should they wait for Banquet? Should they do both? What do you think?
Oh, yeah. Actually, I was reading a thread on the forum last night about this. It is a very common question. Obviously, it's going to be up to every summoner at home to decide what they want to do. I can tell you, I personally am going to split my spend between the two events. I spent more on the Hunter's Market than I think I'm going to spend in the Banquet event, basically because historically the cash offers in Cyber Week have been better than the cash offers during the holiday sale. And the Banquet event is still more RNG dependent, right?
So let me see. The Thanos looks so good. It's good though. They will also sell the 7-star crystals, probably a limit of 2. Yeah, that's right. And then they sell the $100 or the 10 crystals. Don't they sell that like for usually like $70 or something like that? Like, you know, something cheaper than $100. All that stuff I'm definitely not gonna be picking up. You know, when the availabilities come out.
That's how I feel about it. I don't know. What do you guys think?
That's pretty much how I feel too. So, you know, every year there's this chatter of, oh, are you going to spend on Cyber or are you going to go on Banquet? And I feel like there's a middle ground that should be the way, right? Because Banquet, historically, the cash offers are not as good as the Cyber Week, right? So what you could do is, if you want to use your units for Banquet, if you're going to be spending for them, I would highly recommend doing so in Cyber so you can get all of that guaranteed value. Yeah. And then you can gamble your units away during Banquet if you so choose to.
I'm a guaranteed kind of player.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Bro, I'm with you. Don't freaking RNGs, man. Do you not? I'm going to send him the link to my crystal openings for the last year or so. Bro, awful. Bro, Spiral just create 130. She's so nice in this meta. Really? Maybe we bring her back. There will be one timer offer.
And another thing as well is that we have so many incredible events coming up with the 10x10 calendar, right? That if you have the opportunity to move up in progression right now before that starts, that seems pretty
huge too.
Yeah, I've been known to burn a few units on a couple of chances there.
Yeah.
Come on, Dave. Tell me you have learned your lesson. You have to have learned your lesson, Dave. He still doesn't.
It didn't quite work out for me.
Yeah.
But
maybe this holiday.
It worked out on Doom. Doom worked out very nicely. It's like never again.
I remember when Dave used to open the crystals, right? He would be like, this is not going to happen. I know, right, V? I was like, and he would be like bitter, just like everybody else, like me, like when you don't get what you're expecting.
But hey, sometimes you spin them, sometimes you win them.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that! I didn't even mean that, but yeah, sometimes you spin them, sometimes you. Anyway, all right. So up next we've got.
I wonder
something else.
Why the stream keeps freezing.
We have a few other things. So the next one is not one of our official reveals, but I'm going to talk about that Everest challenge that we have been hinting at.
All right, we'll read that. Well, we're getting into the Ever stuff. Got 2 Titan crystals. You guys think I should just save them for the next rotation? How much time do you have to wait? Because time is a issue. 12 days. Damn. Okay. Dude, 12 days. I 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks. I don't know, man. If you're not sold on these champions that are inside this Titan crystal right now, just wait. Less than 2 weeks. There's so much going on that you should just be like, oh shoot, we're 12 days now. After 10 years of RNGs, we can't push for non-guaranteed outcomes. Yeah. Safe for Cal. Oh, the Cal's getting in there too. What's up, YT? Welcome ins. It's like 12 days, not crazy. Yeah, it's not bad, man.
And it is a revisit to the Necropolis, as many summoners have thought. So Necropolis came out. We spent about a year developing it, as I mentioned. And the meta at the time was very much, let's smash through this with Aegon and Kate and maybe Shuri, right? Yeah. And pretty much everybody took the easy route except Mike. Mike did it the fun and interesting way. But the rest of us, including myself, took the easy way out pretty much. So we're going to be sending players back to the Necropolis. There are 6 total challenges. There are 4 half paths. Ooh. So basically it's to go halfway with specific champion tags, right? You're not going to have to beat the boss at the end, right? You only have to do half the path. And then there's 2 full runs. One of the full runs is... Bro,
that's going to cost a freaking lot, too. I opened crystals yesterday and got Enchantress. Ooh, nice. Do you like her, YT? I'm about to form a Titan and have the Titan Nexus. I'm saving for the next batch. We can't farm revives anymore for Necropolis. Yeah, I don't want to see MSD's challenge. Bro, please, MSD, please be tuned in to the players. He knows. It's not like if he knows, he knows. I don't think he's going to make it too crazy difficult. That's my assumption, because he's seen how we all basically took on the challenges when the what was the CCP challenges and stuff, and how we felt about some of them, some other ones and stuff. There's no way. There's got to be some feedback that Kabam gave him. Like maybe Kabam Mike, like Karate Mike gave him and said, hey, look, man, this is the feedback. You saw it. Let's figure something that's challenging, not too challenging, fun, not too easy. You got to figure out this middle ground, And I'll assume that he knows. He doesn't have to live up to the skill factor that he is. I would assume hey, I know that my skill level is higher than everybody else, and I'm not going to require you to step it up because I have X amount of years of playing and my reaction times are quicker. But let's make it fun. I hope that's the route that he takes. I think he will. I don't think he's gonna make it I'm gonna give you guys something to cringe at and maybe never do. It takes you a year to get in there and do it. Not just because you're not ready for it. It's because you just don't want to do it. Because there's a difference of it took me forever to do the challenges, and it wasn't because I wasn't ready. I didn't have the champions for it. No, it's just because I didn't want to do it. So I hope that that's the case. Let me see. I don't think Credit Mike knows what an average MCC player is. He's so much. No. I think he does. He definitely does. I feel like he's tuned in, and he knows that he's really good. He knows he's really good at it. But you're referring to his challenge, right? I think that was his. Wasn't that his first challenge? I think that was his first challenge. So I just feel like maybe he learned from that. Lags was very reasonable. He was smart on his. Yeah, I think if I don't know if Lags made a video about it, or I saw him on his live stream where he made a comment about it, where he was just my intentions were just to have fun with Starkey. And the thing is, Starkey's very powerful champion, which ended up making content really easy, which ended up making it easy. But I don't think his intentions or his thought process was like, hey, I want to make it easy. It just kind of like ended up working that way, you know? So like, I think that's kind of what just ended up happening. So I think actually Karate Mike's had a lot of thought into it. I think his challenge had like, hey, I want you to use this champion. It's going to be easy with X, Y, and Z champions. You're going to have a lot of options. And you're going to be able to use, you know, certain champions, whether you don't have this one or you do have this one. I think his had a lot of thought into it. It's just, it wasn't as fun as I thought it was going to be. I just didn't want to do it. That was my thing. And just a yes for yes man for kabams. Oh, gotcha. Mike, let me see Mike's challenge at the end of the day. It wasn't that bad as Fintech's. Yeah, Fintech's was, I think, the most difficult one. Take a break, missed 2 deathless champions, so I'm effed. Alter, I think you can buy them, right? I mean, it's going to cost you, but I think you can buy them. Fintech's was diabolic, yeah. I bet majority of the MCC players base like challenges, but not to the point where it feels like it's suffering match. And I think also the biggest gripe of the CCP challenges was that we didn't get resources back. You know, we didn't get the rank, like we had to rank up champions. And we didn't get, I think most of us were just like, hey, we don't want all the resources back, but we want at least half of them back. You know, these champions, like, until this day, I'm not using the champions that I ranked up for the challenge, you know? And so is it wasted resources? You know, fast forward to the end of the year now, you know, I'm not dying because I ranked up those champions. No, I'm not. But like at the time, if I wanted to jump in there immediately and just rank up all my champions, at least I would be able to like, hey, I just did this challenge. You know, you get some resources back to rank up some more champions to make it to do the other challenge or so on, right? I mean, I think they could have put something in there towards that effect. That would have been good. Because I think that was like one of hey, what's up, Talon? That was one of the biggest also issues when it comes to that challenge, the challenges. That's right, 25K per deathless champions, 5K per piece. Eesh, that's a lot, man. That's 25,000. Nah, dude. Oh, I don't know. I just hope these new ones aren't path specific in Necropolis, especially that reverse control Odin. I bet majority. Okay, yeah. Let me see. That is too much. Yeah, that's a lot of units.
A curated pool of champions. It includes Wong, includes Sentry.
Yes, it does include Sentry.
There's a lot of really good long form content champions in there. And the other full run is to complete the Necropolis with all 5 7-star deathless champions.
I think we have a graphic for.
So they are gonna make a challenge. Damn, I see, Alter. I see why you were saying
this as well, don't we?
We do have some slides, yes. Luckily, I memorized them.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, nice.
Look at this guy. Absolutely professional.
Yeah, so there we go. Yeah. There it is.
Now, one thing to note, with the Deathless Champions, you do need all 5, which means you do need Thanos.
That's right. So you will...
Damn. Okay, so you do need them.
You'll have until January to prepare for that run, because you do need to use all 5 of them. Don't try to do it with the 4 that you currently have, or you will have. Because it's not going to work.
It is not.
So yeah, you'll have to wait till January to get that one done. Also, fear not. I think that sounds really scary, right? Thanos has a bunch of synergies.
Yes, he does.
That is going to make the Deathless Champions much more viable in long-form content.
Yes.
Right?
And not only that, he does have a very special synergy that only can be used in the Necropolis.
Curated pool. Hello, Wong. They're even hinting. I see why X was talking about Wong. Rip for the people who missed the 7-star ones. Yeah, it says all 5 7-star deathless would have to pony up a ton of units to get their missing pieces. On top of that, plus the units you're going to spend for like revives, health pools, health pots, and stuff like that. So can a 6 deathless champions be done? No, 7-star only. I hate Necropolis. It is difficult. It's not a place where I like go in there and say, hey, I want to test a champion out and I'm going to go in there and just have some fun. That is not a place where I decide to go and just play around. Nope. But for the players that do enjoy Necropolis, this is going to be like, oh yeah, I know what this feels like. This is a cake. Like, this is cake. I'm going to have some fun. But the 4 half paths with specific tags, specific paths, and then the 2 full runs with all deathless champions. Let me take a look at my deathless champions. I think there's still one that might be rank 1. I don't know. I think I might have taken up most to rank 2. Yeah, I guess so. I think they're all rank 2. There's none of them that are rank 3. So we got Deathless Vision. Wait, did I skip? Do I have a rank 3? No, I don't. No. All right, so rank 2. So let's start off with Deathless Vision, Deathless Guillotine, Deathless... Wait, what? Wait, do you only have 2? Am I missing one? King Groot 2? Yeah. I think he's ranked 2. Did I skip over him? Oh, he's right there to my right. Okay, bruh. I was like, that. There's no just 2. Just use Deathless. Oh, yeah, smarter man. Smart man. Was there a tag for Deathless? I guess there is. Defensive, no. Defensive, defense, offensive. Defenders. I'm just looking for the D, man. And I can't find Deathless. There we go. All right. Okay, so we have the 3 and then we're gonna be getting She-Hulk. So 4. And it's 5, right? It's gonna be 5, a total of 5 with Thanos. Let me see. Deathless King Groot and Gilly. I have all the Deathless at rank 2 currently. Yeah, so I have them all at rank 2. I want to know, and before like I jump the gun and do any rank 3s, because I think it's probably going to be smart enough to do a rank 3, because the Deathless champions are not bad. They're like actually really playable champions that you can kind of have fun in a lot of places in the game. So I'm gonna be looking to see who's the one that stands out the most, that makes content a little bit easier, and that I also enjoy playing. Might consider one of these to rank 3. But like for sure rank 2 for me right now as it sits, besides knowing that there's going to be a Karina's challenge, rank 2 is like where they stay. Like that's as far as they go. Even if they, well, actually I don't know. I wonder if they would have done like a Deathless Deadpool that was really OP. I probably would have done that rank 3. Thanos might be worth it. Deathless King Groot is my next Cosmic, rank 3. I almost took my Guillotine to rank 3, but went with Enchantress instead. Went with the pain in the butt champion. Gilly's fantastic. Rest of them are not that great. Except Deathless Vision seems like he stands out the least. Yeah. For me, like they're like rank 2 worthy for sure.
As well. It's a bit on the head there. It's not in the deep dive, so don't look out for it there. But if you want to check out the spotlight when that goes live, it will be there. It makes them all pretty powerful. It's going to be a fun time.
Thanos loves death.
Yes, he does.
Absolutely.
Well, I like the sound of this glorious, big, beautiful Guardians Banquet box, if you will. But I have just a thing for all you watching at home.
Man, how are you getting all these things?
I
already know what you're going to say.
Teleported into my brain, one could say. But you knew you do need a key, right? So I thought maybe we should give our own key out to those watching.
People that... This is not even out yet. You're going to give keys to the people for this Guardians The Guardians Banquet
Yes,
box?
for the literally glorious Guardians Banquet box, we are giving you a key. If you type in chat right now with the exclamation mark turnkey solution, you have a chance to win a key to open your very own glorious Guardians Banquet box when it comes out.
That's
Heck
huge. That's a really great code that you dropped there. That's a really great.
I know, whoever made it,
Yeah,
genius.
that's,
They're truly
really
genius.
nice. I think it's right on the nose.
There's the key right there. Make sure to hit the exclamation mark in Twitch chat right now.
Turnkey solution, and if you can't read that, then it's also right here. Turnkey
There we go.
Nice.
solution. Doing
All
very old school Windows style. It's just gonna.
It's our screensaver.
Yeah.
that's good.
Be available through these challenges.
Oh,
These challenges. You can pick the one that you think is going to be easiest. Do it. You will get the Deathless She-Hulk piece. There we go. The first ever Tier 7 basic catalyst.
Okay, so Deathless She-Hulk piece, any of the challenges, tier 7 basic catalyst, because we do need 3, right? We do need, is it 3 or how many do we need? Yeah, 3. So we need 3. We're gonna get 1 from it. That's good. Maestro and Thanos Deathless dupes. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. This is gonna be a bunch of Maestro dupes finally. 120,000 7-star shards. Oh, jeez. That's a lot. 200 7-star 6 stones. Those prestige ladies are going to be like, woo. 3 Titan crystals, awakening gem crystals, and more.
Will be available through these challenges.
Okay.
There will be 7-star Maestro and 7-star Thanos dupes as part of these challenges, and then a bunch of other stuff. Ton of 7-star shards, 7-star
crazy.
6
That's a
stones,
lot of
an
stuff.
awakening gem crystal.
That's how you know it's going to be difficult, bruh. It's freaking hard.
Bunch of cosmetics, as I mentioned, and a bunch more stuff. So very juicy rewards. I am so excited to go back to the Necropolis.
I'm so excited. We did it last year. We're gonna do it this year. And it's so funny. You mentioned a shout out to MSD. He texted me the other day. He's like, "Hey man, you think I can let people know I helped out with the challenges?" And I was like, "No, I don't think you should do that."
We'll take care of that.
We are doing it for you. Now, for those of you watching that have no idea what MSD means, that is Metal Sonic Dude. Look him up on YouTube.
Exactly. Rewards are juicy is going to be hard as heck.
Fantastic fighter in MCOC. Just like not even fantastic.
Here's the thing. So I can already see it. It's almost, yes, the rewards and the anniversary and the Karina's challenge are all tying together. But here's gonna be the thing. Look at those rewards: 200 7-star 6 stones, 3 Titan crystals, 127 star shards, the 2 deathless dupes to probably the champions you've been wanting. Probably already rank 3, maybe rank 3 in your account. Like for me, Maestro's rank 3. The T7 basic catalyst. Everything that you basically have spent buying, units and cash for just stacking up your units. Are you gonna rather spend them in RNG crystals, or would you rather just tackle the Karina's challenge? And it's coming up to the same thing. I know they were trying to avoid this, but I'm already thinking I'm not gonna open crystals. I'm gonna save. I would save my units to complete the Karina's challenge because it's gonna cost revives. There's no way to farm revives anymore. There's no way to farm resources as easily as it was before. They kind of taken that away, so they know that it's gonna cost you and I just a bit more than. Or there's no strategy to try to avoid the cost, especially with the limited inventory, with the expirations that they implemented, with the removal of the 4-hour crystal, which I still think it's good, for the 20 that daily crystal thing that we get. So all that, it's going to be more expensive. Rewards. Let me see. Excited for Juicy. Yo, what's up, Messiah? Welcome in. I bought a new Warlock for 9.5. Kind of regret it. Oh, and Hodge. I mean, it's a champion you didn't have, and he's freaking awesome. There's a way to farm revives. Yeah, I know there is, and we're not gonna talk about it right now because I don't want it to get nerfed. But it takes so much energy, and it's almost like not worth it.
Like it's on a
But
whole other
that's
level
why I
right
think
now.
Kabam hasn't touched
Probably
it.
the best.
Because it takes so much energy. Sometimes you get lucky, get a little energy refill in between. I've done it, but man, and you got. Do they launch the date on this? Because you can plan accordingly. You can start farming now. I mean, today's December 4th. You might want to start farming like, if you're gonna farm something big. You're probably gonna whenever this thing starts, you're gonna want to start farming just days before because it takes time too as well. It just takes a ton of time. Launching December 10th. Oh hell no. Okay, yeah. Good luck. You're not gonna be able to farm between now and December 10th. A good stash. So. You are probably, if you want to farm, I would say give it about 2 weeks of farming, like super farming, and then jump in there. Yep, Uniman, or is it open-ended? Let me see. Is there going to be a time limit of any of this? I don't think so. I think they're just going to be open. They will probably earn more from the anniversary arenas than when Necro was originally launched. I'm going in with 20k units and a dream. No time limit. Any of the Deathless champions immune to reverse controls? Oh my goodness.
Player.
They did refer to like synergies. Maybe there might be a reverse control synergy.
Our game.
It's illegal. It's pretty illegal.
It's illegal.
Yeah.
I will do one for the Maestro dupe, which will also get me the Deathless piece, and then slowly get the rest done after.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's not fair. Yeah, that's exactly what that is. Yeah. That's just great. That's great. That's
All
great.
right, so back to what you were going to talk about.
Yes, there is a new thing. Well, it's kind of a new but an old thing, but it's a new. It's a rework.
It's a rework.
It's an updated thing.
Another
Okay.
one.
So if you are, if you have the sigil, or you have not signed up for the sigil, or you are thinking about getting on the sigil, well, we are reworking that whole thing in 2025.
Chad, stay
it's
still.
going to be an actual subscription this time, so you don't have to go in month after month and be like, yes, I would like to. Yes, I would like to. We're just gonna renew it for you just like a real subscription, so it just keeps on running. We have renewed value in there. Can't spoil that yet. There's going to be more details on that, but the things that are in there now, there's going to be more value, more bang for your buck.
Okay, that one
it's gonna
I don't
be
know
more
yet.
streamlined
We don't know.
on the things that you like to do all the time. It's just going to be a better overall experience, so keep an eye out for that in 2025, early 2025. And also, for those of you that have not heard, MCOC is on PC on Stream.
Yes, it is.
Steam, sorry. We're on Stream.
Stream.
It's
It's
on
on
Steam.
Steam.
Steam to stream, yes. And it's available in Australia, New Zealand, and Sweden. So if you're in any of those three
Oops.
geos, jump into
I just
the
don't want to farm you
Steam
guys.
Store,
Yeah, it takes a while,
not
man.
Stream Store, Steam Store, and download and give it a shot for yourself. Now, have you played it?
I absolutely have played it, and it's an absolute blast. And not only that, we do have some of our content creators in the CTP program who have been making content with PC, so keep an eye out for that. And yeah, it's a pretty crazy experience to go from the phone to the PC. It's definitely a learning curve. It's a bit of an adjustment.
Yeah, I would say.
Time to screen.
So they just came out. Speaking of PC, they just came out, which you can buy too, by the way. You can buy a controller for your PC, right? But they came out with like a portable, I guess like game. What do we call it? Like what does it look like? It's like this big or something, and you can have controls, and is as powerful and fast as a gaming PC, and you can basically play any video game available to be able to play on PC on this thing, and it's wireless and portable, and you have the controls and stuff like that, and so it's supposed to be really powerful. It'd be kind of cool just to test Marvel Contest of Champions on a device like that. Where you have controls instead of keys. So it kind of mirrors what a PC would be inside a portable thing. So it's almost like it's crazy because it's like you're grabbing the game inside a PC and you're still taking it to like a phone device. But now a Steam Deck. Is that what it's called? But now you have you're going back to like a controller, but like a iPad or phone, but with controls. Like I remember back where at least for Call of Duty, people would complain about like players with controllers, how they have an advantage, where as opposed to a player playing on a phone. Because obviously, if you practice and practice and practice, I think controller has better inputs or should have better inputs, right? Than you swiping or tapping on the screen. Or I'm really out of my like knowledge there, but I would assume they should, but I'm not sure. I don't think that will be available for PC. Way more chances you'll find modders now. Will that be against the rules of Kabam using a Stream Deck? Stream Deck, like quick buttons and shortcuts? I don't know, man. I'm interested in seeing, I know somebody can come out with, and if I kind of mess around with the idea, I don't want to. I'm not interested in doing it, but I'm sure I can kind of come up with advantages on using a PC over using your phone or your iPad. I want to say Kabam confirmed MCC will work on Stream Decks. I want them to have the option to turn off crossplay.
It's really well.
Translates really well.
And managing your collection on a widescreen.
That is.
Actually, that's kind of one of the things I want to do. I want to see it. I want to see my champs on the big screen.
My favorite.
Yeah, that's probably
By far, it's my
widescreen.
favorite part.
Yeah.
It's
Playing 4K.
There are some screenshots.
So this is kind of cool.
It's a level cap increase.
Oh,
Bruh. All right, so we're increasing the level cap to 70. Let me see if we can skip a lot of the stuff here. I thought it was funny, but
sources of experience in the game aren't really going to make progress.
Oh, so I can't go to Act 4 and just auto
we did
level
not
up?
want to have to go into.
what the hell? What kind of impact do you think we'll have now that they're increasing the levels? I want to see. It's supposedly, this is where he's talking about it, that it's going to be delayed. It's going to take you months for you to increase your levels.
Yeah, so the purpose of
I was zoned out at that point. Yeah. So awkward. Does that mean we get more mastery points? I think they said 2. I've seen that in, but I'm not
to
sure.
Create a long-term goal.
I kind of was in and out when they were on this part, and I didn't watch the whole thing. I did
For endgame summoners. Lots of endgame summoners
come back
don't
to
have
see
any
this, but then I
long-term
didn't
goal
watch
right
the whole
now.
thing.
So this level cap increase is designed to be that goal. It's designed to take a long
2 mastery
time.
points?
It's going to be 1 or 2 months per level. The way that you're going to get experience for this is there's a new resource called Refined Experience. You're going to find that in basically endgame stuff.
Oh.
Refine experience. 2 more mastery points confirmed. That's nutty. Wish there were at least 5. There's going to be people that push for this. 2 mastery points. Is it, do you, in Battlegrounds, let's just talk Battlegrounds. In Alliance War, are you going to have an advantage if you're one of the first few to have 2 mastery points and your opponent doesn't? I would say only if you invest those mastery. Oh, no. You got, would you, this is a debatable topic. Would you have a better advantage if you focus your mastery points in defense or offense? We really have to look at the masteries. Like when it comes to defensive masteries, maybe you have unfazed on, it gives you a defensive advantage now. Maybe you can kind of focus maybe some points in these collar techs. Damn, dude, I don't see it. I mean, these are gonna benefit you a bit, with the stun, the petrify, the pacifies. Maybe now you can run assassin 5 out of 5. 4 or 5 I can do. I can do 5 MD. I run 5 MD Like, I think my Battlegrounds deck, if you look at it, I run 5/5 MD, I run 5/5 Limber. I mean, I've adjusted to the 2 out of 3 in parry. I don't feel like I lose too much, but let's say I add one there. I don't think I'll feel the difference of that 1 extra mastery point. Maybe I do. On my defensive setup, maybe I add 1 point in willpower. And offensive, this is where I think I would just add 2 more points. I would add the 2 points in assassin. I would basically go assassin for this. I like to run deep wounds for battlegrounds because of my champions, but maybe split it. Maybe do 1 in unfazed and 1 in assassin. Now, if I were to do 1 in unfazed, 1 in assassin, that right there should give me a huge advantage. You know, obviously the percentages are still very low, but it should give me a good advantage. All the newer champions can shut off mastery, so I guess no advantage gained. Yeah, slight advantage depending on the matchup and how people are creative in tweaking it. Yeah, assassin can help. I don't know. We'll see.
Number 1 source.
Like, here's the thing where you start thinking, like, do I rush to get those 2 mastery points? Because you can probably spend your way to it.
For refined experience is going to be the Valiant Daily Super Event. And the idea is, again, you come in, you play every day, you will progress, right? There's also going to be big chunks of refined experience in endgame content coming next year. So the Valiant Daily Super Event, as well as the endgame content, we'll see refined experience starting. Oh, it says here in Q.
New resources required to make meaningful progress. 1 level every 2 months, approximately. This means farming existing resources will not be effective.
1 next year, so the first few months of next year.
Nice.
And then for the next really couple years, players will be making
Probably take a month to get 1 mastery point.
their way towards, like I said, 1 to 2 months per level is what.
That's awesome. Years of content right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Wow.
So I can't just go in and grab my usual XP.
It's not going to work. I'm sure someone will try. Technically, that experience does make progress. It's just going to be such a small amount that it's not going to be really meaningful. I'm sure someone will try to
That
farm it.
sounds like a challenge to me.
I cannot wait to read that forum post. But realistically, come in every day. So get Valiant, then come in every day and do the Valiant Daily Super Event. That's your best way to make progress towards.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
70.
You know, I just realized now we have a 70 cap, right?
Yes.
And it used to be 60.
So what's the point of
But
giving
since
us
we're
all those
doing
XP
basic math,
boosts if it doesn't
70
work?
minus
Yeah.
60 is
Can't auto-fight small content.
Anniversary. Dark Side EXI 12. Congratulations.
Yes, it's
I like it. Okay, so speaking of 60 to 70, is it like a straight shot?
Yeah, so as this launches on December 11th, summoners will be able to see the rewards all the way up to level 65, and then we'll be adding the other levels on top. But like I said,
Watch it be bugged day 1. Someone just popped 50 boost and boom,
by the time
70.
someone gets to 65, level 66 will be waiting for them.
Nice.
Very cool. I call that incredible stuff. And you know what else is incredible? The trailer that we're going to show you in just a little while. Not yet, but in just a little while. So you want to make sure you stick around for that because there are also more giveaways to happen. Yeah. It's got a little bit of nostalgia, got a little bit of throwback, got a little bit
This is
of
the trailer
new
right
things
now
in
that
there.
it's going to go on.
Let's have a look.
Oh no, it's laggy.
You're celebrating, Summoner.
I'm gonna pause it real quick. Did you guys watch the little short that Marvel Contest of Champions did of the lady that's doing the voiceover for Isop? I think this is Isop, right? She sounds pretty cool, man, and I saw her doing the voiceover. That's awesome. Oops.
And why shouldn't you? 10 years spent in this battle realm. My, that is something. Look
The
at
new
you,
champion revealed in there.
with your hollow cheers and stolen riches. But I'm getting ahead of myself.
Look at look at the Doctor Strange, all the Count Nefarious, Sinister. I like it that they're playing. I don't know what they're doing. They're dancing together, but and then you got the couple right here. Dude, they did a good job. They did a good job.
The contest as you know it claims humble beginnings.
Vision and
a handful
Scarlet.
of lost heroes fighting a menacing band of villains. But you would not be a pawn in their games. No, not the mighty summoner. You defeated the elders that started this tragedy. But that didn't quench your thirst for power. Others had to fall. A mad titan, gamma-cursed god king, conquerors of time, and always more. All their ambitions were shattered by you and your champions. I do sincerely thank you for clearing the way. I see you forging your alliances and gleefully marching to war. Seeking out battlegrounds and arenas, the next victory always on the horizon. You may have pondered in your endless conquests, is there no force in the multiverse who could oppose me? It brings me rapturous joy to inform you.
Bro, that duck. Get that duck away.
There is. I will be gentle with this revelation, darling, simple little thing. You are abusing a power that was never meant for you. Of course, in your heart, you knew this to be true. Yes, you must have. Minds immeasurably superior to yours regard this place with envious eyes. Every speck of cosmic dust and spark of energy belongs to my makers. But please, continue your quaint party. We can make it into a celebration for the Founder's arrival. A most wondrous occasion that will be here before you know it.
Well, Max just gonna skip that. The Challenger's champion. I saw that. Founders are coming. Beware. Wait, beware the idols. Beware. Idols beware.
I am Isop, the living isosphere. I am the protector of this realm and destroyer of those who would dare corrupt its perfection. As a gift from the Founders, you may bask in the splendor of my beauty as your final sight before extermination.
So mean! That was the voice of Erika Ishii. We worked together in Marvel Studios Shang-Chi. I love Erika.
Yes.
That was awesome.
Dude, she is the perfect voice for Isop.
Yeah, I saw the short, dude. She actually looks pretty cool, man. Her doing the voiceover. Beware, the idols is a code for the store that gives you 100 bricks of ISO. Really? When I see idols, I think of Idol from Killer Instincts, just spelled different. I think of, I actually think of who's going to be the greatest. Oh, is it who's the next? Who's the next idol, or who's the greatest idol? I think it's who's the next idol, or the biggest idol. I forget that, like that performance where they're like singing their hearts out.
It's strong. It's scary.
Who's the next greatest idol?
Beautiful.
Yes.
And we actually have the writer of that trailer in the room.
Ooh.
American Idol. Oh, is that what it is? Oh, bro, I'm way off.
That is great. Now, that is like a lot of nostalgic stuff in there because it's like they were showing us like the old stuff.
Okay, this is what I wanted to see.
10x10 supply drop with Isophene, the new.
All right, so this is everything that the Grand Banquet, which is number 8, the menu background visual overhaul, and then the increased cap to 70. So those are the last 3, which is I did not expect that. I did not expect the level cap increase. That's actually really nice, kind of like bonus to kind of like look forward to for 2025. The visual backgrounds, I get like, I mean, it's gonna be like just an enjoyable item in game, but I don't know. Like, I mean, yeah, it is makes the game look prettier. It's kind of like the 60 frames per second situation. So I might end up, I might say right now I don't really care for that, but I might end up actually really liking it. And then the Grand Banquet, I don't know. I'm not sold on buying crystals right now. So, yo, what's up, Don? The backgrounds are as a reveal was kind of meh. Yeah, I feel like the Banquet and the menu overhaul situation for me wasn't like, I knew the Banquet's coming, so that wasn't. I mean, I guess the Banquet is different than the prior years. Maybe that's kind of, they could have not had that as a bullet point or one of the glorious reveals, but we'll see. We'll see how once we get more information on the actual details on the Banquet. I'm expecting it to be dumb expensive. You know, that's kind of where that's why I'm not as excited for it, because I'm just like assuming that the milestones and for us to get all the champions is going to be like just easily like over $1,000, you know? And so, I don't know. We'll see. And then you got to keep in mind also now with the Karina's challenges kind of being exposed or kind of coming out, information coming out on that. I didn't even know that was coming. Like, do you even want to participate in the Banquet? I don't see, dude. Decisions. The last 3 reveals could have been a forum post. Yeah, the level. I feel like the level cap increase is part of like the 60 frames per second kind of a thing, and I guess that's pretty good. But I don't know the other 2. But it also goes along with like the super event. I don't know. The super event coming back, it's cool. Yeah, I don't know. I guess. Trying just to make the game feel new again. Yeah. I mean, it does need it. It does need that change for sure. Let's see. Oh, sorry, just finished. That is finished. I think it's only useful for people who are short on gold or ice, so otherwise kind of useless. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. Right now, how I'm feeling about the Grand Banquet event is not as exciting, but I do want that freaking Deadpool. So, I want to see the cost. I want to see the cost before I start. Like, yes, I do want it, but I do know we need to grind some units. So that is a given. You know, that's gonna be like, we need to get units. We need to be able to get some units, and if we don't have units, then it's going to be just dumb expensive. So I'm most likely not going to be spending like, oh yeah, let's just pop crystals. Probably no. I'm definitely just going to go with like the smarter way, the kind of savvier way on, hey, I think it's the Karina's challenge is going to be better. I don't have to do it immediately, but I can kind of like build a stash, maybe eventually get it done within like 2 months or something. Monies, I know. My focus will be on Necro for the 206 tones and rank 4 mats. Yeah, I think that's gonna be that definitely is gonna be my focus too. At least where I'm investing my units in. But I'm gonna see how fast we can again recoup and build up the stash and expectations of what we see. Some of the more talented players like go in there and kind of, especially Mike, go in there and do it. He's gonna have like, obviously he knows, and then also MSD, like they worked in the challenge, so they know kind of what best counters are going to be useful for the challenge. So maybe following them and their path and see how they get it done would be lovely. So that way we can just follow that kind of like kind of follow their path and completing it, and then, you know, kind of figure out like, hey, well, they're at this skill level, I'm at this skill level, so yeah. This is roughly what it's going to cost me. I never fully explored Necropolis, so I guess I can do that pretty soon, right? All right, guys. So, man, at least I caught up on the information, which is great because I think everything else is just giveaways and stuff. Yeah, it looks like it was just giveaways. So that was cool. I caught up on it. I saw some of it in the beginning. A lot of the breakdowns of the champions the new champions, the buffs, reworks on the champions. Yeah, a lot of good stuff, man. A lot of good stuff coming. We're still in the middle, towards the end, actually, of this Hunter's Market. We got, less than 48 hours now. I'm pretty much done with the purchases, anything that I did. Even, again, now knowing that, hey, there's going to be these things that require units and stuff like that. This, like, packs, even if I was even considered as like, hey, I want to get another glorious, Nexus 7-star. Not for 3,000 units. It dropped the value immediately of these packs. It dropped the value of anything completely that requires units. And like, it just kind of tightened me up into like, hey, I want to get more units. I want to build my stash of units higher. So we have a good cushion and to be able to play it. Yo, what's up, Pixies? Gotta brush up on my Wong gameplay. I'm doing this the fun run first. If only 1 T7 basic, you need 3 for rank 4, so no need to rush at that part. Yeah, I think there's gonna be another one in the Banquet Glorious thingy, right? But yeah, we're definitely not rushing to get the to get that. Yeah, for sure. Oh man, guys. All right. But yeah, we got a decent, we're growing our stash. I think now we start basically saving. So let's all right. But yeah. Guys, have a good, I think we're gonna cut it here. We basically just did a whole freaking recap of some of the important stuff of the stream, which is good. I guess some of the stuff that I didn't catch, I completely missed. So it's good that I know that at least now. But yeah, guys, have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow's. Yeah, we didn't even play any Battlegrounds. We'll definitely play some Battlegrounds tomorrow. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, guys, have a good night. Good luck. And we should be getting rewards. Today's Wednesday, Thursday. Oh, no, it's going to be until Friday. Damn. Okay, yeah, well, rewards, everything else comes out Friday. So, yeah, take care, guys. Good night. Peace.